So I went into my room. I hadn't been there long when the telephone woman rang through and she said, "Mr. Simpson wants to see you immediately." That was another one of the principals. There were 3 principals. So I thought, well, he's never sent me a message like that. So I took my shorthand book and I went along. When I got in, he was pacing up and down the room and I could see he was in a foul mood. When he saw the shorthand book, he brushed it away like that. And he said, "Miss Beresford, I have been down south for a few days." And he said, "First thing I heard when I arrived at the office this morning was that you are leaving us to go into the Rands." I said, "Yes, Mr. Simpson." Well, he said, "If I had been here yesterday, I could have had you pulled out of that." But he said, "It's too late now." Well, I said, "Mr. Simpson, I want to do my bit for the war effort." "You are doing your bit for the war effort because we handle war contracts." "Oh no, Mr. Simpson, that is not enough for me." "Well, you will be wasted in the Rands. They'll have you filling inkwells." So I went into the Rands, and after I'd been there, I don't know how many months, over a year anyway, I was sent down to Flinders Naval Depot to do an officer's training course, and in due course I became an officer, and I was sent up to Brisbane to HMAS Moreton, and on my first leave I went down to Sydney and I went into the office wearing my uniform. Everybody came to see me and somebody said, "Muriel, Mr. Simpson said, be sure to see him before you leave the office." I wasn't going to see him. So anyway, before I left, I went in and he made me walk up and down. He admired the uniform. He said how well it suited me and all this business. Then I sat down. I knew what he was up to. He said to me, "And what work are you doing there?" And I suppose I was a cat, but I said, "Mr. Simpson, I am not filling inkwells." And he said, "Well, what work are you doing in the Navy?" I said, "I am handling top secret material. I am a cipher officer." "I should think so too," he said. He was quite happy then. He was quite pleasant. So he said, "Of course, you know you're coming back to us when the war is over." I said, "Yes, Mr. Simpson." But of course I didn't go back. I went into the police force instead.